Hi everybody, Ed Berger from the TackleDirect Pro staff. We're back again with another one of our great instructional videos. We have Andrew Thorpy here from Canyon Gear, and he's going to show you the right way how to rig a ballyhoo dredge. Stick with us. Andrew, welcome to TackleDirect.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Normally we're just doing like regular product, but I mean like this one, like we need some smell-o-vision here because we got the odor of the ballyhoo here.
Smells so great, I just want to be out there fishing right now.
We got some extra juice here, you know, if you want to do a little, you know.
Yeah, I might need it.
Let's talk about your dredges first, and then we're going to talk about the way, we've got one that's almost rigged entirely.
Correct.
Which you're working on already, and we're going to show you how to fish it off. Let's talk about the dredges that you guys offer.
Okay, excellent. Well, basically we got two frames that we're working with here. We got a light wire, 0.093 wire from Zing that we have gone and customized with these fast snaps here, which makes rigging the pin rigs on it quick and simple. So that's one of them. It's a 32-inch and then also a 22-inch. Most of the guys are running two tiers on their dredge, so they're running a bigger frame on the top, and then below it they're running the smaller 22-inch frame. Right, and they're dressing the ballyhoo, you know, with the heads that you guys have to offer. Correct. We have the Canyon Gear, the dredge heads here, which come in the 6-packs. And typically what the guys want to do is that they want to run 6 baits on the inside here with color on it, and then 6 naked ones on the outside. Okay, so I'm just going to lift this up so everybody gets an idea of just exactly the way that he's got it rigged so far. And as you can see, he's got the heads on the inside with the nakeds on the outside. And then again, if we were going to run a double, the double would just drop down below it, and we would just rig it the same way. That is right. That is absolutely correct. Put this back here without the guys getting all over the carpeting and screaming about the shop smelling like ballyhoo for the next 2 weeks. Smells like a real fishing store now. It really does. The other dredge that we offer here is the heavy-duty frames from Zing, and that's in a 38 and a 28-inch size. So again, the 38's on the top, and then the 28's down below. Now, the heavier frames there, we typically use those for mullets and for also soft plastic baits. Gotcha. Those come with 3-ounce pin rigs. Now, all of our kits that we sell come with 12 pin rigs in them. You have 6 naked pin rigs, and then you have 6 dredge head pin rigs. So the 6 dredge head pin rigs have a longer wire on it so that you can fit our pin rigs over there, our dredge heads over the top. And then the smaller ones are nice and tight for just the naked ones. Super, and I mean super easy to rig simply because, and you're going to show us how to rig the individuals in a second, because of the spring head on it, because it just makes it that much easier with the pin head just to affix it right. Exactly. Right. I mean, when you're rigging so many baits, you want to make it as quick and easy and painless as possible. Yeah, and switching them out, I mean, that's usually truly the hassle. I mean, if you start having a couple of the baits, particularly the naked, start falling apart, man, it's a real pain to pull that whole dredge and really have to start taking it apart again. Exactly. So what we recommend also is you buy the extra pin rigs. We recommend the 1.5 ounce for the ballyhoos and the 3 ounce for the mullets, and that's how it's sold in our kits. And yeah, so basically these here are the long ones with the extended wire on it to fit over our dredge heads, and then the shorter ones for the nakeds. Super, super. All right, let's show them how to rig it. Okay, absolutely. Basically what I do is I clean the ballyhoos. You can push the poop out of the back side of them here, break the bill off nice and tight, and pull that extra little flap off there. Then all you do is you just get your pin rig, put on one of these springs up here, and then you just lift up the gill latch like so, slide the pin rig in there, and then you want the pin to go right up through the center of the head, just like that. Then the easy part, you just put the spring there and twist away. And what this does is this closes the mouth, keeps it nice and snug and tight fit, and there you go, your bait's ready to roll. And that's something that literally just took you 20 seconds to do that under normal circumstances without the same setup. That's a good solid 3.5 minute procedure. Exactly. And typically for a dredge, you're going to need 24 baits that are ready to go. And then we always recommend that you have another 12 baits rigged up in the cooler on the pin rig so that if they wash out, if they get bitten by a wahoo, etc., you got your extra baits, and then boom, with these fast snaps, just quickly snap it on and you're good to go. Looks good. Ready to roll. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to grab this smaller frame here. And again, this is a Zing frame with our fast snaps, and these are 125-pound snaps, so they last a lot longer than other clips on the market. we're going to do is slide these off. We got our ballyhoos over here ready to go. I'm going to grab the naked ones. And again, we're putting all the naked ones on the outside. Now you can get fancy with your rigs, and if you want, you can alternate them so that you have one with a dredge head on the outside, naked on the inside, naked on the outside, dredge head on the center. That way you're staggering your colors. That's one way a lot of guys like to do it as well.
You know, the speed that you're able to do this at, frankly, is remarkable. Because it's a process.
It is.
For anybody who's, you know, tournament fished and sat on the deck at midnight, you know, the night before, with a big pile of bait on one side, with split tails on one side of you, ballyhoo on the other side of you, and a mass of metal in front of you, you know, not to mention 3 miles of copper. You know, this is really a great way of trying to take a difficult task and making it easier.
Absolutely. So I just pulled out those dredge heads. Now, as you see with our dredge heads, it's got a nice big hole back here, and that allows us to get the whole head of the ballyhoo nice and snug up and in there. And also with mullets as well, you can get the face in there. And that covers up the bait a bit. This adds color to your dredge, helps with the hydrodynamics of your dredge to keep it down in the water.
And you get the flash, which, you know, which is critical.
Yes. Now the nice thing here at TackleDirect is that you've got your 4 different color choices to customize your own dredge. You got the pink and blue with the blue head, you got a black and purple with a purple head, and you've got a red head, which is an extremely popular color nowadays, all crystal with a red lateral line.
It really took a lot of the, and I mean, I don't want to discount this, but you took a lot of the technique out of this. No, you really did. You guys really took a lot of the technique out of this because, you know, it's very, very simple. It's very, very simple to screw up rigging a ballyhoo or a split tail.
There it is. Done deal.
That's done.
You know what? We're just trying to make it simple for everybody. Nowadays, there's a lot of people that are on center console boats. Just get you to come down here a bit. Center console boats that are running dredges. And you know what? We just want to have a foolproof package that's ready to go, that these guys can just take it out of the package, get it hooked up, and off they go. Now, we recommend using these pigtail swivels, and they can be a little bit tricky to get on here, but once they're on, they're on. I might use your pliers that you got there, bud.
Yep. The pigtails, they're actually what they are is they're a corkscrew type swivel.
Exactly.
You know, nobody really wants, I mean, for those of you that have worked, you know, in offshore applications, you know, the regular dual lock swivels, you know, have a tendency to come undone.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I've never used one offshore that I didn't take my pliers and smash it down and ruin it with afterwards. I mean, it's a one-use application.
Absolutely.
But, I mean,
and these guys here are foolproof. You can have a marlin come up, hit the dredge, and you don't have to worry about a swivel popping open or anything like that.
So, I mean, in all seriousness, and I know that Andrew did a little bit of prep time ahead of time to rig some of these ballyhoo up, but the fact of the matter is that you literally just took an hour and 10 minutes worth of work and did it in about 20 minutes.
Exactly.
You know, so it really minimized the amount of effort that went into it, and it took a lot of the finesse out of it that you usually have to have somebody who's really on top of their game. And a lot of the weekend guys who may not be running with a mate, who don't have a professional captain on board, I mean, this is a really easy way to try and level the playing field between you and some of the other boats.
That's absolutely correct. What we're trying to do is provide a professional product that's going to last you, and it's going to raise more fish in your spread.
Wow, great. Andrew, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Ballyhoo dredges, made simple. If you have any questions about any of the Canyon gear, you can talk to one of our product specialists here at TackleDirect. The number's right on the screen, and our guys are on the phones during regular business hours. You can buy them, of course, 24/7 at TackleDirect.com. Or if you happen to be in a neighborhood, we're in the Northeast in New Jersey, Egg Harbor Township. Hey, you owe it to yourself to stop by our showroom. It's beautiful, 25,000 square feet of nothing but great fishing stuff like the Canyon gear. Hey, Andrew, again, thanks again for coming.
Thanks very much.
We'll see you guys out on the Canyon.